Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Well, we know this is everything they've worked toward. Greg, the adjustments in the offseason have really paid off.
And it's a well-run organization from top to bottom. They know who they are. They play to their strengths. That's why they find themselves here with an opportunity to win it all in the NBA Finals.
I like what you said. They know who they are. They play within those limits. You're right. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Holmgren is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Jang in at the 5. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Another year means another finals trip for MP. I asked him if there were any differences between this finals run and last year's. He said, this year we were more businesslike in our approach. We know what it takes, we know what we have to do. As long as we meet our own expectations, this shouldn't be our last trip to the big stage. We're not satisfied with just 2 in a row. Guys?
MP isn't satisfied with anything but excellence. Great stuff as always, D.A. You know, this roster has the talent to get here many times. Holiday gets the bucket.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Here's Dort. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to MP. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Tatum.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Pass to MP. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The defense was just all over him, but MP just too strong down there.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Holiday throws it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Holmgren with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to end the run. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and...
What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Holmgren. Jang against Valanciunas. A 3-ball. And Jang gets it to go. Jang's got his second bucket of the night.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And the basket is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Dort gets it to go.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Brown finds MP. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not.
Thunder trailing by 5. We've got Santi Aldama. Also Tatum out there. And it's Queta in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And that one is good.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
The rebound by Queta. Boston leading by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Cavaliers was all business. He scored 35 points and, as always, was a force on defense. doing whatever he wanted at that end. Just a strong effort for him in what was the final game of the series. That's how you close it out, Kevin.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
It'll go. The Boston lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And this has been a truly remarkable postseason for him. 12 straight wins. No losses on the board. I mean, they've gotten exactly where they wanted to go. The NBA Finals.
And at this point, who is going to bet against them? They've made stringing together playoff wins look easy. And the one thing you always got to be careful of is how different the NBA Finals are from every series you've played so far. This is going to be the absolute biggest challenge they faced. And we may see this group in a much more competitive series here in the finals.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jang, he's checked in for Gill. Holmgren comes in for Derek Jones. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. And Boston with the rebound. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's MP for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And MP providing some spacing with that three-pointer.
Outside, Dort, and a wide-open look here for Wiggins. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by MP. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. MP is number 1. 4th, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And whether it's been attacking off the bounce or pulling up, both these guys have been lighting it up.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Boston. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Wallace is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's MP. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 9. Higgins, right side. And taken away by Brown. And they're moving it up. Here's Holiday. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 5th assist in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Dort. For Boston, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Wallace dishes to Wiggins. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins to the paint. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
A nice shot by MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Holmgren. No good. He gets it up. And so it's MP making things happen for the Boston Celtics. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be right back after this.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just...
And looking at where the Thunder's... And that is it for half.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Wiggins is out there with Chet Holmgren. And it's Jang in at the center, blocking down the middle. Valanciunas inside. He's against Jang. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Brown's got 7 points.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Pass to Holmgren. Wiggins outside. Back to Dort. At balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Dort's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Wiggins passes to Dort. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Both good from the line that time.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Thunder trailing by 14. Pass to Dort. Beyond the arc. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The 3 from MP. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Dort. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's MP. Pass to Valanciunas. And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. Under trailing by 17. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. MP, good.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the wing on the left. Jang dishes to Wiggins. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The quickness of that first step. Gilgeous-Alexander going from 0.
Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. MP against Wallace. Pass to Tatum. In the corner, it's MP. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They've got MP. Santi Aldama is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Keita in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Kicks it out to Jones. The Thunder with another miss. Austin's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And MP throws it down.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Down low, here's Bell. Up again. Kicks it out to Jones. Takes the three. Sinks the triple. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Tatum passes to MP. And stolen by Wallace. Got a piece of it. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Well, you love to see the athleticism that MP is developing here. Gets a step, and look out.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Wallace with a screen on Tatum. Pass to Wallace. Over MP. Wallace's shot is good. And so it's Boston with it. Here's Cada. Good D by Bell. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Now here's Jones. No good with the triple. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. The three from MP. Rebound by Alexander Walker. The Thunder have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And the rejection by MP. To the paint. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
That's just too easy for MP.
The Thunder shooting 43% from the floor. To the inside, here's Bell. The putback, and another shot. And the rejection by MP. Celtics have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. With the drive and the dunk by MP.
Give MP lanes to the rim. He looks to attack. I love his initiative there.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Jang, he's checked in for Bell. Holmgren comes in for Derek Jones. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. Bucket is good.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game 1 in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in game 1.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for nabbing another steal.
And for this franchise, he's tied the record for most steals in a playoff game.
His disruptive nature defensively helps take offenses out of their rhythm, which is invaluable. Holmgren can't hit. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Wiggins from outside. And it's MP with the rebound. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Celtic foul, MP. Third personal foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. The three from MP. Good on the triple. MP's got 42 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing.
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.